Do you have best practices that you recommend for someone to do this? Because like my mind goes back to the, which I love Taylor Swift documentary that was on Netflix.
Yes.
And she was like, all this stuff was happening and I just disappeared.
Yes.
And then she came back and like, I don't remember if it was 89 or Reputation, but anyway, she like disappeared for a year. No one heard from her. And then the next thing you know, she's like back and it's amazing. And she, produces this award-winning album. And I'm like, yeah, but we all can't be Taylor Swift, right? We all can't just disappear for a year to kind of collect everything and then come back out the gate running full speed ahead. So what are some things that we can do in our own realm and world that would allow us to tap into that?
Well, it's interesting. You might not be able to do a year, but actually someone who I love and is an Atlanta native recently did that. Sarah Blakely went away for a full week by herself. Now, she I think it was the week before her 50th birthday.
Is this where she ate fries with every meal?
Yes.
Okay.
But she talked about that of, she connected obviously with her kids throughout the trip, but spending time alone with a book, whether it's a blank notebook, to literally gather your thoughts. You could do that for a week. I personally have done that a couple of times, 2 or 3 days by yourself, but just, again, without the noise, just to sit there and think and ask yourself like some real questions. And some of those, one of the things that I talk about is sometimes we get so worried about, asking other people questions or having honest conversations with others, which is great. But what about the honest conversations with ourselves?
Yeah.
And that's where, you have to take the time to ask those tough questions and truly answer it. If no one's around you, you have the ability to truly answer it.
That's great.
Yeah.
Isaac, I feel like you're tapping in. I see 3 comments, but I don't see the 3rd comment. So what do we have?
They're just saying good morning. Good morning.
Awesome.
Good morning.
Well, I heard about
we have some other people on Instagram too. You have Kristen Lee and Yvel Riches on Instagram. So
good morning. It's funny because I heard that story. Conference, the Jamie Lee Kurma, I believe is her name, that created
I was there. I attended as well. Yes, that's a great book. I just read it, by the way.
Okay, awesome. It's on my list. I feel like I have a lot on my list, but I did put that one on. But same thing. I was bopping in and out of that conference. I guess it was last Monday or something like that. And I heard Sarah Blakely. She was like, I had salad and French fries with every meal. And she it just kind of got away for a week. And she was still working on things, but she was working on the more important things.
Correct.
So, hey, everyone, I'm going to be out next Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. I'm going to go to the mountains.
Yeah.
Where internet doesn't exist.
Nice. No, that's great. And we've got to embrace that, right? You don't have to do something big. You don't have to fly anywhere. I mean, you can literally, go anywhere and just embrace that solitude. But yes, like take the time to ask yourself questions, because that's one thing too. And it's interesting. I was just writing, I think it was a blog post or something about this. Questions are going to come up. Like, I think that we're living in a world now where we assume you graduate college, right? You identify your career and you stay in that career and you just climb to the top.
100%.
That is totally not the case anymore.
Yep.
And so questions are going to come out in your 20s, in your 30s, in your 40s, in your 50s, in your 60s. And so it's important to always be comfortable with taking a step back and reconnecting with, okay, who are you now? Like at this time, what are your goals? What are your priorities? And then work from there, because those questions you should never stop asking yourself those questions.
Yeah, I love that. And I'm even thinking too, if you can't get away, setting up a place in your home or your apartment, wherever you are, that's just like your thinking space. I mean, I have one of those. It's like this nice little long chair. I've got like a comfy blanket and a pillow and a lamp, and that's where I go, where I read, and if I just want to think, and it's right by the window, and it's just, it's right in our own home, but it's this beautiful little nook kind of that's my own. And even if I just go there for like 15 minutes and give my brain a break and read, it's pretty amazing.
No, it is. People, there's a lot of power in doing that. And sometimes, like I said, it's so important to just get comfortable with, and on a routine basis of just sitting by yourself and just doing whatever it is you need to do, whether it's meditation, like you said, read, just sit there and just not do anything and stare out into space.
Yes.
That's helpful. But we have to get more comfortable with doing that.
I love it. I love it.